Question number 1. Process of making food by the plants is known as?
On track. Photosynthesis is the correct answer.
Question number 2. Oxygen evolved during photosynthesis comes from?
Perfect. Water is the correct choice.
Question number 3. Gas released by the process of photosynthesis is?
Smart move. Oxygen is an accurate answer.
Question number 4. Organisms that make their own food on water dash.
Well picked. Both algae and fungi is the correct answer.
Question number 5. Which one of the following can make its own food?
Excellent choice. Grass is the right answer.
Question number 6. Photosynthesis is the combination of two words.
Well reasoned. Photo plus synthesis is the correct choice.
Question number 7. Ultimate source of energy for all living beings.
Right again. Sun is a valid answer.
Question number 8. The food synthesized by the plants is stored as?
Great thinking. Starch is the right choice.
Question number 9. Chlorophyll is a dash pigment present in leaves.
Smart pick. Green is the correct choice.
Question number 10. Water and minerals are transported in plants by?
Sharp thinking. Vessels is the right choice.
Question number 11. Question 5. Loss of water by leaves is called as?
Valid point. Transpiration is true.
Question number 12. I am a bacteria. I can fix atmospheric nitrogen.
Good job. Your answer ribosobium works well here.
Question number 13. A dash plant kills the plant on which it grows.
Clear logic. Your choice, total parasitic, is sound and 100% true.
Question number 14. What is another name to describe a heterotroph?
Nicely done. Consumer is a solid answer.
Question number 15. In photosynthesis, solar energy is absorbed dash.
Great job. Chlorophyll is the accurate answer.
Question number 16. What do plants make during the photosynthesis?
Exactly. They make glucose. Makes sense, and it is right choice.
Question number 17. Organisms that prepare its own food are called?
Solid response. Autotrophs is a valid choice.
Question number 18. Who releases the pseudopodia to trap its food?
Correct. Amoeba is the right answer.
Question number 19. Green plants. Autotrophs, then human beings are?
Correct response. Heterotrophic is the most accurate answer.
Question number 20. Which of the following is Dra are macromolecules?
Excellent. All of the above is a brilliant choice.
Question number 21. The food-making process in plants is called as?
Good thinking. Photosynthesis is the right answer.
Question number 22. Which of the following is a saprophytic plant?
You chose fungi, and it is correct.
Question number 23. Insectivorous plants are partial heterotrophs.
Nice work. You chose true, and it is correct.
Question number 24. Wool-yielding animals bear dash while on their body.
You got it. Your choice hair is right.
Question number 25. Deficiency of nitrogen in the plants can cause?
Bravo. All of the above is the answer.
Question number 26. The mode of nutrition in a green plant is dash.
Right choice? Autotrophic is the best answer.
Question number 27. Which shows the reactants for photosynthesis?
You're right. Water and carbon dioxide is the correct answer. Question number 28. Plants are called producers because they dash.
Strong choice. Make their own food is the right answer.
Question number 29. Estrogen and progesterone are made up of dash. Nice selection. Fats is the correct and valid answer. Question number 30. What is the scientific name of mulberry tree? Well done. Morus alba is the right choice. Question number 31. Dash takes in food by the use of pseudopodia. Well done. Amoeba is the right choice. Question number 32. The raw materials for photosynthesis are dash. Nice selection. Totu-O2A2 is the correct and valid answer. Question number 33. Green pigment present in the leaves is called. Valid point. Chlorophyll is true. Question number 34. Leguminous plant have special bacteria called. Strong choice. Rhizobium is the right answer. Question number 35. What does photo in photosynthesis refer to? Great job. Light is the accurate answer. Question number 36. Which of the following is used in starch test? Sharp thinking. Iodine is the right choice. Question number 37. The process of intake of food is called dash. You're right. Ingestion is the correct answer. Question number 38. Food synthesized by plants is stored as dash. Excellent choice. Starch is the right answer. Question number 39. Which of these is needed for photosynthesis? Great thinking. All of these is the right choice. Question number 40. Which of the following is a synthetic fiber? Correct. Polyester is the right answer. Question number 41. In Greek. You chose light to combine, and it is correct. Question number 42. A plant gets nitrogen through the process of? Correct response. Nitrogen fixation is the most accurate answer. Question number 43. What type of nutrition do humans come under? Nicely done. Holozoic is a solid answer. Question number 44. Dash is an example of an insectivorous plant. Right again. Both is a valid answer. Question number 45. What are the two products of photosynthesis? Well picked. Suar and oxygen is the correct answer. Question number 46. How do plants obtain nitrogen from the soil? Excellent. From bacteria is a brilliant choice. Question number 47. Lichens shows symbiotic relationship between. Solid response. Algae and fungus is a valid choice. Question number 48. In which process CO2 is given out by plants? Right choice. Respiration is the best answer. Question number 49. Photosynthesis only happens during the day. You got it? Your choice true is right. Question number 50. What structure of a plant transports water? Good thinking. Xylem is the right answer. Question number 51. Sources of the omega-3 and omega-6 are dash. Bravo. All of the above is the answer. Question number 52. The outer boundary of a cell is called dash. Exactly. Cell membrane makes sense and it is right choice.
Question number 53. Coscuta has a special structure called dash.
Nice work. You chose Haustorium and it is correct.
Question number 54. Mostly grass-eating animals are called dash.
Perfect. Ruminants is the correct choice.
Question number 55. 1 dash are the food factories of the plant.
Good job. Your answer leaves works well here. Question number 56. Deficiency of this mineral leads to goiter. On track. Iodine is the correct answer.
Question number 57. Chlorophyll converts light energy into dash.
Clear logic. Your choice chemical is sound and 100% true.
Question number 58. Which one of the following is a heterotroph?
Smart pick. Mushroom is the correct choice.
Question number 59. The autotrophic mode of nutrition requires.
Smart move. All of the above is an accurate answer.
Question number 60. The inner walls of the stomach secrete dash.
Well reasoned. Mucus and hydrochloric acid is the correct choice.
Question number 61. Food is essential for all living organisms.
You chose true, and it is correct.
Question number 62. Which is not necessary for photosynthesis?
Nicely done. Nitrogen is a solid answer.
Question number 63. What is the another name of heterotrophic?
Valid point. Consumer is true.
Question number 64. In which plants does photosynthesis occur?
Nice work. You chose all green plants and it is correct.
Question number 65. The term photosynthesis was coined in dash.
Well picked. 1893 is the correct answer.
Question number 66. The dash helps in mixing saliva with food.
Correct response. Tongue is the most accurate answer.
Question number 67. In lichens, we find the association between.
Smart pick. Algae and fungi is the correct choice.
Question number 68. Pitcher plant is an example of dash plant. Right again. Insectivorous is a valid answer. Question number 69. Water reaches the leaves from the root by.
Right choice. Xylem is the best answer.
Question number 70. Which gas plant inhale which humans exhale?
Solid response. Carbon dioxide is a valid choice.
Question number 71. Photosynthesis takes place in plants dash.
Great job. Leaves is the accurate answer.
Question number 72. Insectivorous refers to something that.
Good job. Your answer eats insects works well here.
Question number 73. Oxygen is produced during photosynthesis.
Good thinking. True is the right answer.
Question number 74. What is the food that plants make called?
Smart move. Glucose is an accurate answer.
Question number 75. Plants give out oxygen during night also.
Well done. False is the right choice.
Question number 76. The tiny openings on leaf are called dash.
You're right. Stomata is the correct answer.
Question number 77. How many chambers are there in ruminants?
Nice selection. 4 is the correct and valid answer.
Question number 78.
One of the example of leguminous plant is. Excellent choice. Bean is the right answer.
Question number 79. Where is chlorophyll found in plant cell?
Strong choice. Rhythm is the right answer.
Question number 80. An example of a saprophytic plant is dash.
Clear logic? Your choice coral root is sound and 100% true.
Question number 81. The piercing and tearing teeth is called.
On track. Canine is the correct answer.
Question number 82. Where do most insectivorous plants live? Perfect. Wet, boggy areas is the correct choice.
Question number 83. Which term is synonymous with producers?
Exactly. Autotrophs make sense, and it is right choice.
Question number 84. Rich source of vitamins and minerals are.
You got it. Your choice vegetable, spices, and fruits is right.
Question number 85. In lichens, dash D and dash live together.
Great thinking. Alga, fungus is the right choice.
Question number 86. Tiny pores called stomata are present on.
Excellent. Surface of leaf is a brilliant choice.
Question number 87. The outer boundary of a cell is known as. Well reasoned. Cell membrane is the correct choice.
Question number 88. What are the modes of nutrition?
Correct. Both A and B is the right answer.
Question number 89. Dash is an example of saprophytic plants.
Bravo. Indian pipe is the answer.
Question number 90. Which of the following is insectivorous?
Sharp thinking. Venus flytrap is the right choice.
Question number 91. Dash grow on dead and decaying material.
You're right. Fungi is the correct answer.
Question number 92. Ambarrel is an example of dash.
Sharp thinking. Parasites is the right choice.
Question number 93. How many nutrition in plants are there?
Nicely done. 2 is a solid answer.
Question number 94. Leaves are the food factories of plant. Excellent choice. True is the right answer.
Question number 95. Pitcher plant falls in the category of.
Clear logic. Your choice insectivore is sound and 100% true.
Question number 96. True or fossil plants are autotrophic?
Good thinking. False is the right answer.
Question number 97. Exchange of gases takes place through.
Correct. Stomata is the right answer.
Question number 98. Which of these is a component of food?
Smart move. Proteins is an accurate answer.
Question number 99. The process of photosynthesis produces.
You chose oxygen, and it is correct.
Question number 100. Air enters leaves through pores called.
Great thinking. Stomata is the right choice.
Question number 101. Food that is in fashion is called dash.
Valid point. Food fads is true.
Question number 102. Choose the parasite from the following.
Correct response. Tapeworm is the most accurate answer.
Question number 103. A plant that is partially autotrophic.
Nice work. You chose pitcher plant, and it is correct.
Question number 1 to 4. The end products of photosynthesis are.
Bravo.
Carbohydrates and oxygen is the answer. Question number 105. The dash surrounded by the guard cells. Well picked. Stomata is the correct answer. Question number 106. Lichens is an example for dash plants. Perfect. Symbiotic is the correct choice.
Question number 17. Green plants are dependent on animals.
Excellent. True is a brilliant choice.
Question number 108. Iodine reacts with starch to turn dash. Great job. Blue-black is the accurate answer. Question number 109. Dash is the largest gland in our body. Good job. Your answer liver works well here.
Question number 110. Organisms that prepare their own food. Solid response. Autotrophs is a valid choice.
Question number 11. Symbiotic relationship is seen in dash.
On track. Lichens is the correct answer. Question number 112. Some algae and fungi also live in dash.
Well done. Roots is the right choice.
Question number 113. Which plant does not have chlorophyll?
You got it. Your choice, Cuscuta, is right. Question number 114. Which is the ultimate source of energy? Nice selection. Sun is the correct and valid answer. Question number 115. Fat is completely digested in the dash. Well reasoned. Small intestine is the correct choice. Question number 116. An example of saprophytic organism is? Right choice. Mushroom is the best answer. Question number 117. Which one of these is not a nutrient? Strong choice. Cellulose is the right answer. Question number 118. Pitcher plant traps insects to obtain.
Smart pick. Nitrogen is the correct choice.
Question number 119. Iodine solution turns the starch into? Right again. Blue-black is a valid answer. Question number 120. Stomata present on leaves absorb dash. Exactly. Carbon dioxide makes sense and it is right choice.
Question number 121. The leaves other than green also have.
Well done. Chlorophyll is the right choice. Question number 122. Which of the following is a nutrient?
Clear logic. Your choice. All of these is sound and 100% true.
Question number 123. What is necessary for living organism? Nicely done. Food is a solid answer. Question number 124. Carbohydrates stored in the form dash. Great job. Starch is the accurate answer. Question number 125. Hetero in heterotrophic plants means? Correct response. Others is the most accurate answer. Question number 126. Identify ruminant from the following.
Valid point. Cow is true.
Question number 127. The digested food is absorbed by dash. Great thinking. Small intestine is the right choice. Question number 128. The green pigment in plants is called? Sharp thinking. Chlorophyll is the right choice. Question number 129. Plants that make their own food dash.
Smart move. Autotroph is an accurate answer.
Question number 130. Xylem transports dash in plant body. Nice work. You chose water and it is correct. Question number 131. What are the examples of autotrophs? Excellent choice. Plants is the right answer. Question number 132. Auto in autotrophic nutrition means? Smart pick. Self is the correct choice. Question number 133. It is not a part of alimentary canal. Exactly. Liver makes sense, and it is right choice. Question number 134. All non-green plants and animals are? Bravo. Heterotrophs is the answer. Question number 135. The chemical used in starch test is?
Well reasoned. Iodine is the correct choice.
Question number 136. Plants gets their energy from dash.
Correct. Sun is the right answer.
Question number 137. What is the output of photosynthesis?
Good job. Your answer, oxygen plus starch, works well here.
Question number 138. Plants need dash for photosynthesis.
Strong choice. Carbon dioxide is the right answer.
Question number 139. Carbohydrates, proteins, and fats are?
Excellent. Nutrients is a brilliant choice.
Question number 140. Manure contains large quantities of? Solid response. Organic matter is a valid choice. Question number 141. What light does chlorophyll absorb? On track. Red and blue light is the correct answer.
Question number 142. Stomata is present in the plants on?
Well picked. Leaves is the correct answer. Question number 143. Yeast, mushroom, and bread mode are? Good thinking. Saprophytic is the right answer.
Question number 144. Animals have dash mode of nutrition?
Right choice. Heterotrophic is the best answer.
Question number 145. What is pitcher plant an example of?
You chose insectivorous plants, and it is correct.
Question number 146. Venus flytrap is an example of dash.
Nice selection. Insectivorous plant is the correct and valid answer.
Question number 147. What are the pores in leaves called? You got it. Your choice, stomata, is right. Question number 148. Human beings can be categorized as? Right again. Heterotrophs is a valid answer. Question number 149. Heterotrophs are also known as dash. You're right. Consumers is the correct answer. Question number 150. Living organisms obtain energy from? Perfect. Food is the correct choice. Question number 151. Which one is an insectivorous plant? Smart move. Venus flytrap is an accurate answer. Question number 152. Cow's stomach has how many chambers? Solid response. 4 is a valid choice. Question number 153. Rate of photosynthesis is high in? Right choice. Red light is the best answer. Question number 154. Gas released during photosynthesis. Good job. Your answer, oxygen, works well here. Question number 155. All living organisms require what? Excellent. Food is a brilliant choice. Question number 156. Leaves have a green pigment called? Well reasoned. Chlorophyll is the correct choice. Question number 157. Name the food factories of plants.
You got it? Your choice leaves is right.
Question number 158. Carbon dioxide enters through dash.
Valid point. Stomata is true.
Question number 159. Chlorophyll is present in the dash.
Smart pick. Chloroplast is the correct choice.
Question number 160. Glucose is produced when plants do.
Correct response. Photosynthesis is the most accurate answer.
Question number 161. Which the ultimate source of food?
Nice selection. Plants is the correct and valid answer.
Question number 162. What do plants need to make food?
Right again. Water and carbon dioxide is a valid answer.
Question number 163. Plants can never be heterotrophs.
Good thinking. False is the right answer.
Question number 164. Amabel is an example of.
Perfect. Parasite is the correct choice.
Question number 165. And product of photosynthesis is.
You chose starch, and it is correct.
Question number 166. Dash absorbs energy from sunlight. Nicely done. Chlorophyll is a solid answer.
Question number 167. Phloem transports dash in plants.
Nice work. You chose food, and it is correct.
Question number 168. Nitrogen is supplied to plants by.
Great thinking. Soil is the right choice.
Question number 169. Rhizobium bacteria are present in.
Excellent choice. Roots of leguminous plants is the right answer.
Question number 170. Dash is an example of saprotroph.
On track. Fungi is the correct answer.
Question number 171. Which plants makes their own food?
Strong choice. Autotrophs is the right answer.
Question number 172. The term photosynthesis given by.
Correct. Charles Reed Barnes is the right answer.
Question number 173. Kidney dialysis is an example of.
Clear logic. Your choice osmosis is sound and 100% true.
Question number 174. Pores on the leaves are known as. Well picked. Stomata is the correct answer.
Question number 175. Mushroom is a symbiotic organism.
Sharp thinking. False is the right choice.
Question number 176. The ultimate source of energy is.
Bravo. Solar energy is the answer.
Question number 177. Insects that guard acacia trees.
Well done. Answer's the right choice.
Question number 178. Mosses and ferns are dash plants.
You're right. Non-flowering is the correct answer.
Question number 179. Silk and dash are animal fibers.
Great job. Wool is the accurate answer.
Question number 180. Which type of organism is amoeba?
Exactly. Unicellular makes sense and it is right choice.
Question number 181. EP and NAP2H are produced in.
Smart pick. Mitochondria is the correct choice.
Question number 182. What do plants let out at night?
Well reasoned. Carbon dioxide is the correct choice.
Question number 183. Organisms need nutrition to dash.
Correct response. All the above is the most accurate answer.
Question number 184. Water plus mineral salts are making.
Good job.
Your answer, raw sap, works well here.
Question number 185. The main function of a leaf is? Well picked. To prepare food is the correct answer. Question number 186. Bile is stored in the pancreas. Bravo. False is the answer.
Question number 187. Dash secretes pancreatic juice.
Exactly. Pancreas makes sense, and it is right choice.
Question number 188. Real estate nutrients in Fluma.
Right choice. B is the best answer.
Question number 189. Example of a complete parasite.
Sharp thinking. Cuscuta is the right choice.
Question number 190. Carnivorous plants are found on.
Well done. Nitrogen deficient soil is the right choice.
Question number 191. Insect-eating plants are called.
Excellent. Insectivorous plants is a brilliant choice.
Question number 192. The food we eat provide us dash.
Great job. All the above is the accurate answer.
Question number 193. The food chain begins from dash.
Correct. Producers is the right answer.
Question number 194. Raw sap travels through the dash.
You chose xylem vessels, and it is correct.
Question number 195. What helps in nitrogen fixation?
Nice selection. Rhizobium bacteria is the correct and valid answer.
Question number 196. Largest gland in the human body.
Nicely done. Liver is a solid answer.
Question number 197. Which of these is a saprophyte?
Smart move. Mushrooms is an accurate answer.
Question number 198. There are dash types of teeth.
Great thinking. 4 is the right choice.
Question number 199. What is food factory of plant?
Nice work. You chose leaf and it is correct.
Question number 200. Where the digestion completes.
Good thinking. Small intestine is the right answer.
Question number 201. Which of these are autotrophs?
You got it? Your choice, green plants, is right.
Question number 202. Solution used to detect starch.
On track. Iodine is the correct answer.
Question number 203. Lichens have dash relationship.
Clear logic. Your choice, symbiotic, is sound and 100% true.
Question number 204. Name the food factory in plant.
You're right. Leaves is the correct answer.
Question number 215. From where silk was discovered?
Valid point. China is true.
Question number 216. Rhizobium replenishes the soil.
Right again. True is a valid answer.
Question number 207. Silk fibers are made of a dash.
Excellent choice. Protein is the right answer.
Question number 208. What does photo and synthesis?
Solid response. Photo, light synthesis. Combine is a valid choice.
Question number 209. Light reaction takes place in?
Perfect. Grana is the correct choice.
Question number 210. Components of food are called?
Strong choice. Nutrients is the right answer.
Question number 211. Mode of nutrition in Cuscuta.
Solid response. Parasite is a valid choice.
Question number 212. What is the correct spelling?
Exactly. Nutrients make sense, and it is right choice.
Question number 213. What is the full form of ORS? Correct. Oral rehydration solution is the right answer. Question number 214. Where is chloroplast present? Excellent. Cells of a plant is a brilliant choice.
Question number 215. What are insect-eating plants?
Right again. Insectivores plants is a valid answer.
Question number 216. Where are the villi located?
Clear logic. Your choice in small intestine is sound and 100% true.
Question number 217. What does autotrophic means?
Great thinking. Self-nourishment is the right choice.
Question number 218. Rhizobium is the example of.
Excellent choice. Symbiosis is the right answer.
Question number 219. Food factory of the plant is.
Perfect. Leaf is the correct choice.
Question number 220. What do saprotrophs feed on?
You got it. Your choice, dead and decaying matter, is right.
Question number 221. How many types of nutrition?
Well done. 2 is the right choice. Question number 222. Human dental formula is dash.
You're right. 2023 is the correct answer.
Question number 223. Silk fiber is obtained from. Valid point. Cocoon is true. Question number 224. Plant growth comes from dash.
Good job. Your answer, water, and carbon dioxide works well here.
Question number 225. Cascata is the example of.
You chose parasite, and it is correct.
Question number 226. Carbon dioxide plus water gives.
Bravo. Carbohydrates plus oxygen is the answer.
Question number 227. Select the mismatched pair.
Correct response. Mycorrhiza saprof is the most accurate answer.
Question number 228. Ruminants are dash animals.
Strong choice. Grass eating is the right answer.
Question number 229. Main site of photosynthesis.
Nice work. You chose chloroplast, and it is correct.
Question number 230. Dash are called autotrophs. Smart pick. Plants is the correct choice.
Question number 231. Acacia trees are guarded by.
Sharp thinking. Ants is the right choice.
Question number 232. A marble is a common name of.
Right choice. Cuscuta is the best answer.
Question number 233. A marvel is an example of.
Well reasoned. Parasite is the correct choice.
Question number 234. Rafflesia is a dash plant.
Nicely done. Total parasitic is a solid answer.
Question number 235. All plants are autotrophs.
Good thinking. False is the right answer.
Question number 236. Digestion starts from dash.
Nice selection. Mouth is the correct and valid answer.
Question number 237. Meaning of photosynthesis.
On track. Light to combine is the correct answer.
Question number 238. Guard cells are present in.
Great job. Stomata is the accurate answer.
Question number 239. Roots absorb dash and dash.
Well picked. Water and minerals is the correct answer.
Question number 240. Which of these are a host?
Smart move. A flower is an accurate answer. Question number 241. Glucose is a kind of dash. Smart move. Sugar is an accurate answer.
Question number 242. All green plants are dash.
Great thinking. Autotrophs is the right choice.
Question number 243. Silkworm is also known as.
On track. Both A and B is the correct answer.
Question number 244. An example of parasite is.
Good thinking. Cuscuta is the right answer.
Question number 245. Who are called producers?
Clear logic. Your choice green plants is sound and 100% true.
Question number 246. Guard cells of stoma are.
Excellent. Kidney-shaped is a brilliant choice.
Question number 247. Question 4. Fungi grows on.
Well reasoned. All the above is the correct choice.
Question number 248. Example of one fertilizer. Strong choice. Lempike is the right answer.
Question number 249. Cuscuta is an example for.
Solid response. Parasite is a valid choice.
Question number 250. Who secretes bile juice?
Right choice. Liver is the best answer.
Question number 251. Example of insectivorous.
Good job. Your answer, Psytra plant, works well here.
Question number 252. Lichens is an example of.
Sharp thinking. Symbiosis is the right choice.
Question number 253. Each guard cells contain.
Excellent choice. Chloroplasts is the right answer.
Question number 254. Fertilizers are used to.
Smart pick. Soil can be replenished is the correct choice.
Question number 255. An insectivore's plants.
Nice selection. Venus flytrap is the correct and valid answer.
Question number 256. The liver stores bile.
Well done. False is the right choice.
Question number 257. Ligiae saprotrophs. Bravo. False is the answer. Question number 258. An ectoparasitic plant.
Valid point. Cuscuta is true. Question number 259. Saliva breakdown dash.
Great job. Starch is the accurate answer.
Question number 260. What are chloroplasts?
You chose numerous green structure. And it is correct.
Question number 261. Food stored in plants.
You're right. Starch is the correct answer.
Question number 262. Leaves absorb oxygen.
Nice work. You chose false, and it is correct.
Question number 263. Which chapter is this?
Nicely done. Nutrients in plants is a solid answer.
Question number 264. Mushroom is an dash.
Perfect. Saprof is the correct choice.
Question number 265. This chapter is about.
Correct. Plants is the right answer.
Question number 266. Stomata is covered by.
Well picked. Guard cells is the correct answer.
Question number 267. Pitcher plant is dash.
Right again. Insectivorous is a valid answer.
Question number 268. Chlorophyll captures.
You got it?
Your choice energy of the sunlight is right.
Question number 269. Algae and fungi are.
Correct response. Autotroph and saprotroph is the most accurate answer.
Question number 270. Underwater snap trap.
Exactly. Water wheel plant makes sense and it is right choice.
Question number 271. What is chlorophyll?
Valid point. Green pigment is true.
Question number 272. Silk is derived from.
Right choice. Cocoon is the best answer.
Question number 273. A marble is a N dash.
On track. Parasite is the correct answer.
Question number 274. Meaning on autotroph.
Solid response. Auto equal to self-trophos is a valid choice.
Question number 275. Mode of taking food.
Great thinking. Nutrition is the right choice.
Question number 276. A partial parasite.
Smart move. Mistletoe is an accurate answer.
Question number 277. Photosynthesis is a.
You chose photochemical process, and it is correct.
Question number 278. A leguminous plant.
Well done. B is the right choice.
Question number 279. Modes of nutrition.
Strong choice. Autotrophic, autotrophs, heterotrophs is the right answer.
Question number 280. Snake is a on a dash.
Smart pick. Heterotroph is the correct choice.
Question number 281. Tartrazine is a dash.
Clear logic. Your choice coloring agents is sound and 100% true.
Question number 282. Do plants breathe?
Right again? Yes, they do is a valid answer.
Question number 283. Fungi also grow on.
Well picked. All of them is the correct answer.
Question number 284. Rhizobium is an.
You're right. Symbiosis is the correct answer.
Question number 285. Cuscuta is a dash.
Nice selection. Parasite is the correct and valid answer.
Question number 286. Plural of stomata.
Good thinking. Stoma is the right answer.
Question number 287. Autotrophic means.
Great job. Auto equal to self. Trophism equal to feeding is the accurate answer.
Question number 288. A tiger is a dash.
Bravo, carnivores is the answer.
Question number 289. Full formivores.
Sharp thinking. Both of these is the right choice.
Question number 290. Starch is also a.
Perfect. Carbohydrate is the correct choice.
Question number 291. Green plants are.
Correct. Autotrophs is the right answer.
Question number 292. What is stomata?
Well reasoned. Green pores is the correct choice.
Question number 293. Photo means dash.
You got it. Your choice light is right.
Question number 294. Find odd one out.
Nice work. You chose photosynthesis and it is correct.
Question number 295. Glucose is dash.
Excellent choice. Carbohydrate is the right answer.
Question number 296. Mushroom is.
Correct response. Samprotropha is the most accurate answer.
Question number 297. Troughs means.
Good job. Your answer nutrition works well here.
Question number 298. Nutrients are.
Nicely done. All the above is a solid answer.
Question number 299 mushroom is
Excellent. Saprotrophic is a brilliant choice. Question number 300 fungi is a Exactly. Saprof makes sense and it is right choice.
Question number 301. How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format.
Right again. Contact Narayan Changda on Facebook is a valid answer.